good evening. Thanks for joining us for the Wednesday edition of Source 16 News at 10. I'm Tammy Hancock. Topping our news this hour, 1st District Congressman Ed Whitfield traveled to Manitou and Hopkins County this afternoon to show his unwavering support to Kentucky's coal mining industry. The congressman spoke to hundreds of workers at the Warrior Coal Mine located off J.E. Ellis Road about bills currently in Congress that will directly affect the industry.
And I think it's important to come out and visit with people who are actually producing the coal, helping to make America more competitive in the global marketplace by, as I say, producing coal that produces the least expensive electricity. We can burn coal cleanly today, and it provides 52% of all the electricity produced in America, 92% of the coal produced in Kentucky. And it's time for supporters of the coal industry to stand up and be counted, because there are certain groups in this country whose goal is simply to put coal out of business.
Meanwhile, Whitfield told the miners he believes coal is still the #1 resource for energy.
We can't meet our electricity demands. We cannot provide electricity for our base manufacturing in America and remain competitive without coal. It simply cannot be done. And one thing that I'm disturbed about, this administration more than any in recent memory is providing more and more tax breaks and incentives for green energy to the detriment of coal and fossil fuels.
Following the Warrior Mine visit today, Congressman Whitfield presented the Madisonville Fire Department with a check worth thousands of dollars. Whitfield presented the Department of Federal Emergency Management Agency grant worth over $147,000 from the 2010 Assistance to Firefighters program. According to Whitfield, the money will go towards purchasing equipment like generators, alarm systems, and thermal imaging devices to ensure safe operations. In addition, the congressman also presented a grant worth over $144,000 to the city of Madisonville to purchase and install an automatic weather observing system to enhance the safety and efficiency of aircraft operations at the Madisonville Municipal Airport. And Congressman Ed Whitfield earlier today was in Hopkinsville touring the local UPS Customer Center. Whitfield spoke to over a dozen eager UPS employees who listened intently to the congressman as he praised them for their hard work. Whitfield told Source 16 that it is very important to him to meet with Kentuckians and tour area businesses.
Well, I think it's important to become familiar with local businesses, and we consider UPS a local because they have this facility here, even though it's an international company, and it's important to get an idea of what people are doing. And of course UPS is so important because it's delivering packages from all over the world to our local community and contributes to commerce, but also they provide a great payroll, which helps our local economy as well.
As you can see, Whitfield was very busy in Western Kentucky today. In other news, a Todd County teen entered a not guilty plea today to allegedly murdering his adoptive sister and biological cousin, 9-year-old Amy Dye. 17-year-old Garrett Dye of 911 Dogwood Lane in Trenton appeared in Todd County Circuit Court in Elkton this morning before Judge Tyler Gill for his arraignment, alongside his lawyer Dennis Ritchie of Hopkinsville. Dye is charged in the death of 9-year-old Amy Dye when he reportedly hit her in the head multiple times with a hydraulic jack handle on February 4th. An autopsy revealed that Amy died of multiple blunt force trauma. A Todd County grand jury indicted Garrett on adult charges of murder, resisting arrest, and tampering with physical evidence last week. Court records show the 17-year-old has a substantial history of run-ins with the law, which is among one of the reasons a judge ruled he would be tried as an adult in this case. He remains in the Warren County Detention Center. The judge scheduled a pretrial conference for Garrett on March 23rd. A Murray man was arrested today after being indicted by a Callaway County grand jury on arson and other offenses. After a lengthy investigation, Kentucky State Police arrested 39-year-old Michael Lax for first-degree arson, theft by unlawful taking over $10,000, tampering with physical evidence, and wanton endangerment. State Police report the investigation began after a house fire occurred at 3897 Wiswell Road in Callaway County on August 31st, 2009. Due to the suspicious nature of the fire, the investigation continued for months as state police and the Kentucky State Fire Marshal's Office gathered physical and other evidence. According to state police, the investigation revealed that Lax had stolen over $10,000 in cash from another resident in the home prior to setting the blaze in an attempt to destroy evidence of the theft. On February 16, state police presented evidence in the case to the Callaway County Grand Jury, which returned 4 indictments on Lax, who was arrested today at his home in Callaway County. He is lodged in the Callaway County Jail on a $100,000 cash bond. Well, local residents can now keep up with relevant information that is going on in your neighborhood. Hopkinsville Police Department spokesman Paul Ray says the department is utilizing a new communication service that allows police to send important, valuable community information directly to residents using the latest technology called Nixle.
Well, we at the department want to be able to get information out to the public as quickly as we can. Where we're able to get information such as a missing child alert, we can get that out immediately. If we see a crime trend in a certain neighborhood, we can get that information out to those people living in that neighborhood immediately. Say we have a traffic collision and a road is going to be blocked off for an hour or 2 hours, we can send those out through text messages or emails, just a way that we can get information to the public as fast as we possibly can.
As Officer Ray explains, it's quick and easy for residents to sign up.
If you're interested in signing up, all you have to do is go to nixle.com, and basically it's self-explanatory once you get there as far as signing up. The last thing that you'll do is actually put in the zip code that you're living in. Obviously it's going to be 42240 for Hopkinsville, and you will be getting information coming from our department as we're able to put it out as it's actually happening.
There is no spam, and Nixle is free with no hidden cost. Now, standard text messaging rates do apply. Well, a flash flood watch has been issued for the entire Source16 viewing area. The flash flood watch issued by the National Weather Service in Paducah is in effect from tomorrow morning through tomorrow evening as a developing weather system will set up heavy rains across the watch area with 2 to 3 inch amounts or even higher amounts possible. Now remember, a flood watch means that conditions may develop that lead to flash flooding, which is a very dangerous situation. Nearly 70 Rockasans were named distinguished members of the regiment this morning at Fort Campbell. According to officials, the soldiers are adaptable war fighters who distinguish themselves in combat. Honorary members included Major General John Campbell, Brigadier General Stephen Townsend, and Brigadier General Warren Phillips. Brigade Commander Colonel Viet Luong spoke highly of the inductees and says he is proud to be a Rockasan.
I often wonder about what it takes to be a distinguished member of the regiment. And I know some attributes include significant contributions to our regiment, followed by the virtues of sacrifice, selfless service, honor, and of course living up to the regimental motto, let valor not fail. Over the last several decades, our regiment has recognized the most noble group of awardees ever assembled. Nevertheless, noticeably underrepresented for this group are the followers of today's youth, our present troopers of the 187th Infantry.
In addition, Wong spoke of the valorous actions of several soldiers while they were deployed in Afghanistan.
Sergeant Anthony Water, assigned to Alpha Company 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry, also earned a Bronze Star for valor in Paktika Province. While on patrol, 1 May 2010, his platoon came under heavy enemy fire from machine gun, rocket propelled grenades, and small armor. As he directed his team's fight, Sergeant Water was hit by an enemy RPG. Despite being badly wounded, he continued to maneuver his fire team to a position of advantage.
According to Fort Campbell officials, the 187th Regiment is the only airborne regiment in the history of the United States to fight in every war since the inception of airborne tactics. Now here is Hopkinsville Christian County Crime Stoppers Coordinator Paul Ray with the featured fugitives of the week.
This week, police need your help locating 2 wanted fugitives. Police are looking for 39-year-old Carlos Montez Killebrew, who's wanted for contempt of court. Killebrew is a black male who stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall, and weighs 165 pounds. His last known address was the 2000 block of McHenry Street. Police are also looking for 24-year-old Mitchell Travis Wadlington, who's wanted for probation violation. Wadlington is a black male who stands 5 feet, 7 inches tall, and weighs 155 pounds. His last known address was the 900 block of East 4th Street.
If you know where police can locate these wanted fugitives, and we've got cash waiting for you. Pick up your phone now and call our tips line at 887-TIPS. If your information leads to an arrest, Crime Stoppers will pay you a cash reward. And remember, we will never ask your name, and you will not have to appear in court. Well, this week's Fugitive of the Week, I'm Officer Paul Ray for Crime Stoppers.
And tonight's Powerball jackpot is $155 million, and Friday's Mega Millions jackpot is $76 million.